Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Shout out to the Galactic family. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Salute to the Druuill Nation. Let's get this one started, y'all. Everybody press the like, share button, and don't forget to subscribe neither. All right? Please believe it. Let's get right into it. When things seem like they're not going to work, keep applying pressure because you'll eventually get your chance. Things may not look like they're going to work out. You may have thought that things were going to go one way, and it's starting to look like it's not going the way you thought it was going to go. Are you going to quit because of that? All because you may not be doing what you thought you were going to be doing? All because what they said was going to happen isn't going to happen? Are you going to allow that to make you stop? Are you going to allow that to make you quit? Are you? It's up to you, because I know that if you don't give up and if you keep applying pressure, that you're eventually going to get your chance. But sometimes before we could even get to our chance, we get distracted, we get blindsided by all the negativity. All right, you're upset because you're not making as much as you thought. They told you you were going to be making X amount of dollars. You haven't hit that yet. You may not be able to go to where you want to go yet. You may not be able to be at the level you want to be at yet. That's fine. Don't let that stop you. Don't let that stop you. When you do something, you have to do it because you love to do it, and the money will come later. When you do something, you have to do something because it gets you going. You're driven to do it. You're passionate about it. The money will come. So don't be worried if it doesn't seem like things are going to work out. You said you were going to be making this much. You can't count. Don't listen to those people. That's why you don't tell people your business. If you made the mistake of telling people your business, don't tell them anymore. Because when things don't work out, they're going to be the first ones to be up in your face. I thought you was going to be doing this. I thought you was going to be doing that. That ain't nothing but the devil coming into your life to try to discourage you. They know that if you keep going and if you don't give up, you're going to eventually get to where you want to be. They know that if you keep going and that you don't give up, you'll reach a breakthrough. You'll hit a new point in life. They know that if you don't stop, that you'll make it, because people watch other people and they see other people's success stories. People ignore other people's success stories, but unless you've been living under a rock, and you're just a supreme hater, you've seen a success story in your life in one form or another, whether you've seen it in real life with someone you know or someone you're related to. Maybe your cousin turned their life around. All right, maybe your aunt did something incredible. Maybe one of your parents did something that no one in the family ever did before. You know that there are some things that if you keep applying pressure, you'll eventually get your chance. So when things seem like they're not going to work out, don't go telling everybody. Don't go making excuses for yourself. You don't owe anyone anything, and you don't have to give them anything. You don't have to give them any type of answer, any type of response, or tell them anything about why you aren't where you said you were going to be. If you told them, that's why I don't tell people about my success anymore, because if I don't get there where I want to be in the time that I told myself, I'm the only one that's going to be aware of that. I'm not going to have other people who are already hating on me in the first place want to come and try to kick me while I'm down. And since you don't want people to come into your life trying to kick you while you're down, when things seem like they're going to work, don't say nothing to no one. When things seem like they're not going to work, don't say nothing to no one. And when you're about to get to work, don't say nothing to no one. All right? Just keep applying pressure. Keep moving forward. Keep raising the bar. All right? Because when people are working on something, right? When people are putting something together, when people are putting something in place, when people are taking their idea out of their mind, putting it on paper, putting it on canvas, putting it on wax, when people are taking their idea and putting it down, everybody has the best hopes and wishes for what they want to do. Oh man, this is the greatest. This is the best. I'm going to put this out. It's going to change lives. It's going to help people. It's going to change the way people hear music. It's going to change the way people see art. I put my own little unique style on it. I feel that I put enough time and energy into this that everyone's going to love it. Sometimes not everybody feels the same way we do about things, and that's okay. Sometimes we think we're going to be real successful with a project, or real successful with our art, or real successful with our gift, and not everybody. We're not there yet. We're not ready for that yet. Sometimes sometimes you need some more time. But are you going to quit, and are you going to stop just because of what they say? Are you going to quit? Are you going to stop just because somebody else doesn't see the worth of what it is you bring to the table, your craft, your idea? Or are you going to go back to the drawing board? Are you going to see where you need to improve? Are you going to look at people who are ahead of you, take ideas, take samples, take the motivation from them and their success, and fashion yourself and build your model, or your what's the word? Your model, or your, I can't think of the word, your program after that. Because all you have to do is see where you made some mistakes. And now I wouldn't stop and quit and give up for nothing or for no one. If things aren't going how I want them to go, that means there's some more work that needs to be done. So if other people are reaching a level of success and you're not there yet, if things seem like they're not working out, it's all a test. Things are going to seem like they're not working out before they work out. That's what I've seen from studying other people who became successful. All right. And when you want to become successful, and you're a motivational speaker, or you're somebody that's like a life coach, or somebody that helps people, people are going to look at you and they're going to judge you. They're going to say, oh, well, you're not where you want to be yet. You're talking about success. How's that possible? It's very possible. You have to believe that you can in order to see that you can and achieve that you can. All right. But people, they can't grasp success because they don't understand it in their mind. And the thing is, you do. You understand how to become successful. If they understood it, they would be taking a chance in life. They would be trying to do something that they feel is out of their range, or out of their doing power. They would be doing something that they didn't think that they could do, but believing that they could do it. And that's what that's what accomplishments are all about. People take something that looks like it's impossible for someone. They tell themselves, I can do this because somebody else did it. And then they go about it their own way. All right. You can do whatever someone else does your own way if you don't give up. You may not be as good as them. You may be better than them. But the one thing is that they were once where you are. And that's what you have to understand. And that's what people fail to realize. People just, like, you're supposed to live in the end. You're not supposed to look at the end. You're supposed to live in the end and see yourself already being successful. You're not supposed to look at the end result of other people's success and ask yourself why you aren't there yet. That's a waste of mind. That's a waste of time. Only people who do that are the ones that are making excuses for themselves, and they ain't gonna never take a stab or try to become successful. It's just not in them. So when they see you thinking that you can, they're not gonna want you to think that you can. All right. So even if it's them, even if it's other people, even if it's your own mind, keep applying pressure. All right, because things did this. This is not the first time it didn't seem like something was going to work for someone. It's just maybe the first time it didn't seem like things were going to work for you. There's always been someone who tried to do something and it didn't look like things were going to work. Look at Barack Obama. He wanted to become president. You think there was times where he didn't think that was going to work? All right, we already know they already got everybody handpicked, and we already know over on this channel that everybody that becomes president is no choice and decision of the people. They already, plus they have the electoral college who makes the final decision. Knew that since I was in like third grade. All right, so it's up to the electoral college that makes the final decision. And you have an electoral college in your mind. You have your own electoral college. Be your own electoral college. Don't let people make the final decision for you and your idea of success. You electoral college it out and make the final decision for yourself when it comes to success, when it comes to what you see yourself being, doing, and having. Don't let other people decide that for you. You decide that for you. And if you are going to decide something for yourself, it better be something that has to do with success, prosperity, health, wealth, all right, money. Don't decide anything to where you're settling for less. All right, don't decide that it's not going to work out. If you decide it's not going to work out, it's not going to work out. If you quit before your breakthrough, you won't get one. There's always someone that was doing something that nobody wanted anything to do with them, or nobody wanted anything to do with their product, with their dream, with their goal, with their vision. There's always someone, they call them the underdog. All right, if you're an underdog, guess what? You about to be top dog. All you have to do is keep applying pressure. Keep applying pressure. There's always people who no one was looking at. Everybody thought they weren't going to be anything. Everybody thought their life wasn't going to become anything. But they said, you know what? I have to ignore what people say about me. I have to ignore how people are looking at me. I have to ignore what people are thinking about me. And I still have to become successful. I still have to make my dream become a reality. I still got to make this somehow. Because when I was in the dark, so yes, even when things seem like they're not going to work out, we still have to keep going, because that shows the universe, it shows God just how bad we want this. And if you want something bad enough, you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen, even when it seems like things aren't going to work out. There's always times to where it seems like your dream's not going to become a reality, but just because of what things seem doesn't mean that's the way it's going to be. It may seem like that you have failed or you are a failure, but don't call yourself a failure. Don't look at yourself the way other people view you, because you can't produce a result for their eyes. When other people are looking outside in at success, or someone who wants to be successful, all they're looking for is the end result. They don't see the amount of time and effort and the amount of trials and errors and fails that you've done to even get to where you are. You may be teaching yourself how to do this. Other people may have went to school for it. Other people may have took classes for it. Other people may have somebody teaching them how to do it. You may be doing this all on your own, all off scratch, all off God, all off your own ideas, all off of the strength of you. And they want to judge you because you're not where so-and-so is at. They want to have something to say about your story because they feel you're not in a place of success yet. They want to determine where you're going to be. All right, keep applying pressure. Keep applying pressure on other people. Keep applying pressure on your goals, your dreams, and yourself. All right, when you are going to become successful, people are always going to have something to say. They're always going to have to talk, because they have to get their 2 cents in. They have to try to stop you. All right, and they have to try to make you quit. But you'll eventually get your chance if you ignore them. You don't think Michael Jordan had to ignore people on the sidelines when they thought they were going to lose, and he came back and in triple overtime and won the championship game? You're going to lose. Like, imagine having to deal with the news telling you you don't have what it takes. Sports analysts, TV shows, they telling the whole world that you can't make it. You got to think about that. Some of us are just dealing with our town. Some of us are dealing with cyber bullies. Some of us are dealing with just everyday people. Michael Jordan, people that are out in the public eye, people that are like have massive success, they are dealing with the whole world, especially today. LeBron James, these people dealing with the whole world, the news, social media, Everybody got something to say about you today if you already reached a level of success. They like certain music artists, this is what I never understood. And this is why I'm glad I have the mind that I have. Certain music artists, they put out an album, they put out a record, they put out some music. And then these people tell them, the people who are like taking stats, people who are comparing success and taking notes, the people who are like the news analysts, the TV show hosts, record execs, they're saying that you're never going to be able to reach that level of success again. It's like, why would you say that to an artist? Why would you say that to someone? Do you think you'll ever be able to reach that level of success? If I think I can, I can. And it's like, I always thought, I'm like, yo, why are these people playing with these people's minds like that? And then the artist will answer them, oh man, that was a great album. I don't know if I could recreate that. I don't know if I'm not going to put anything else out unless I could do that. What they fail to realize is they reach a level of success and they think because they're so great, they forget where they came from. Don't ever let your success make you forget where you came from. When you make something hot and you don't do it for a while, guess what? When you put it down, or if you haven't created, or even if you haven't made something as better, you're going to have to keep creating until you find that hot pocket again, until you find that hot spot again, until you find that feeling that makes you feel like, oh, I got this, I could do that. You have to rebuild that feeling up. You got to rebuild that energy up. Maybe you have to put some things out to where you do fail. Maybe you got to put out 4 or 5 failing projects because maybe that's what you need to motivate you. How do you know those 4 or 5 fails won't get people talking, and all the talking from your failure won't motivate you to prove them wrong? You have to not care about what people are thinking. When things aren't going to work, when it seems like something's not going to work, keep applying pressure because it may just work. It may just go right. How do you know it's not going to work? How do you know it's not going to go right? Just because it seems like it? You know how many people, you know how many good inventions, or you know how many people wouldn't have brought their art or their talent or their skill to the world because of what may seem like? If you basing your reality and your idea of success off what things seem like, success is not for you. You got to take chances. You have to take risks. They don't call a risk for no reason. It's risky. You're taking a risky chance. You're doing something that may or may not work. But even if it doesn't work, you can't let that stop you. You still have to keep going. You still have to find something that's going to work. You still have to find something that is going to help you win. You got to find something that's going to help you get to where you want to get. And if you let them stop you, if you let you stop you, if you let circumstances stop you, you'll never get there. So I don't know about you guys, but matter of fact, I do know about you guys because you watch my channel. And we're not giving up anytime soon. All right. All I was going to say is I don't know about y'all, but I know I'm not giving up. And I know everybody that watches my channel, I know y'all not giving up neither. Because y'all haven't given up on me. And I see you not giving up on yourself. All right. We don't give up on ourselves. And if you see somebody that's out there actually putting in some work or doing something positive, don't give up on them in your mind either. Because what you think about yourself, what you think about others, you think about yourself. That's why I always correct myself. If I see myself saying something negative about someone, oh, they don't look like they're going, wait a minute. Who am I to say that? Who am I to feel like that? Who am I to judge this person like that? Especially when whatever judgments you make, that's how you're going to be judged. All right. Keep applying the pressure. I know you want your chance. I know you want your chance. All right. You have to look at your dream like you're saving a life. When somebody gets hurt or somebody has a bad wound, what do the ambulance people do to stop the blood? They apply pressure. If you don't apply pressure, that person's going to lose their life because the amount of stuff that's going to spill out, they're not going to be able to remain healthy and remain alive. So you have to do this. You have to look at your dream and use your gifts and talents the same way. When you don't apply pressure on your life, when you don't apply pressure on your dreams and your goals, you're going to lose that source. You're going to lose that flow of energy. all the energy is going to be gone that you have built up. So keep applying pressure, keep holding that pressure in so you can heal that wound. You can heal your life with success. So your success won't bleed all out and spill all out and be wasted. It won't be a wasted effort. Keep applying pressure like you're a doctor and you're trying to save a life, but you're applying pressure because you're trying to save your life, and you're the doctor of your life. You have to surgically remove all the negative ideas out of your mind. You got to surgically remove all the negative feelings out of your mind, out of your spirit, to where you think that you can't be something or do something or have something. And you have to keep applying that pressure. Everybody's a physician in their own life. Everybody's a doctor in their own life, according to how you handle your life, how you go about your goals and your dreams, and how successful you see yourself doing. There's going to be some things you got to surgically remove out of your mind. All the negatives. You got to get all the negatives out of the way. But what about this? But what about that? You got to get all the buts out of the way. You got to get everything out of the way that is stopping your mind from seeing yourself become successful. Even if it seems like something's not going to work. When it seems like something's not going to work, you got to go harder. That's when the success comes. It's right around the corner. You know how many people had $2 to their name, still went to the studio, still put their song down, and it became a hit, and they ended up making tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars? Your situation may not be the same, but some way, somehow, it will be. All you have to do is keep going and applying that pressure and not stopping. You have to not want to quit. You have to not want to quit. Did you hear what I said? You have to not want to quit. There's going to be times where you don't feel like doing it. There's going to be times where you're tired, times where you just got off of work. You don't feel like doing it. It may be before work. You don't feel like doing it. I only got this amount of time to myself. How bad do you want to be financially free? How bad do you want that own business? How bad do you want that business, sister? How bad do you want your own business, brother? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you need it? I know that's not the lyrics, but how bad do you want it and how bad do you need it? Ask yourself that. How bad do I want this? Because if you ask yourself that, you will find reasons to why when you have no energy, you'll be able to build up some energy. And those be the best projects when you don't feel like doing it, when you feel like you suck, when you feel like you're about to quit, when you don't want to do it anymore because nobody likes what you're doing. It seems like that's when you put out the best work ever. I've always made some of my best work when I felt like I didn't want to do it, when I felt like I wanted to stop, when I felt like quitting, when I felt like giving up. I always ended up putting out some of my best creativity. It's like the juices really get flowing because when you don't feel like doing something, you gotta dig deep. You got to dig deep and you got to find the energy. You got to find that talent that you didn't think you have. You got to find that creativity that you feel is all exasperated and used up. You got to find that inner being, that inner knowing that says, you know what? I got this. I'm going to make this happen regardless. Nothing is going to stop me. I'm not going to stop me. I'm not going to let circumstances stop me. I'm not going to what it seems like may be happening stop me. I don't care what it seems like. I'm going after what it dreamed like. I don't care what it seems like. I'm going after my dream life. That's what I'm going after. I don't care about making mistakes. I don't care about if it doesn't look like it's going to work out. I don't care if I fail. I don't care if I fall flat on my face in front of a whole crowd. I'm going to get back up. I'm going to dust myself off, like Aaliyah said, and I'm going to try again. I'm going to make it try again. And that's what you have to do. People are going to laugh at you. People are going to have things to say. All right, sometimes you may not even feel like doing it. Sometimes you may feel like you're not good enough because things seem like they're not working. Man, this is my 1,000th try. How come everybody else is working out for them and it's not working out for me? This is the 100th time I did this. How come it's working out for them but it's not working out for me? I've done this over 1,000,000 times. I know I do this good. I know how to do this. How come I'm not getting my breakthrough? How come I'm not getting the results I want? How come I'm not getting what I want out of this? Don't stop. Don't focus on getting what you want out of it. focus on doing the great job that you know you can do. What you want, the results will come. What you have to focus on is doing a great job, putting out a quality product, putting out something that's going to serve people, putting out something that's going to help people, putting out something that's going to change lives. Then, however you change people's lives, you're going to be able to get blessed by that. And then the spiritual blessing has to come behind that. That's when the money comes. That's when good things happen. When you put out something that can change somebody else's life, you put out that record that changes people's lives, you make that beat that changes that artist's life because now they can go in the studio and create a hit. You're the chef that can make a certain type of food that keeps people coming back to this restaurant so they don't have to close. You have to become the best and the greatest that you could become, and then you're going to be able to have your fun. They show everybody with all their money. They show everybody with all their cars, their homes. Those are really great things to see. God bless all those people. But you have to see yourself in the end. Even if you don't have none of that, you have to have a picture in your mind of yourself with everything that you want, because that's what's going to keep you in the game. But at the same time, you have to not let that take you out of the game. See yourself being successful in the end with everything that you want, but don't let not having it physically get to you to where you give up. I can't get this car now, I give up. I can't live the life I want now, I give up. I can't get the amount of money that I want now, I give up. Don't do that. The people who do that end up quitting, end up miserable, end up sad at the end of their life because they know deep down inside they shouldn't have quit. And the people who keep going, they are rejoiceful, they're happy because they've reached a new height. They've surpassed a new limit because now they have no limits because they push past that point of uncertainty. That's all it is. It's just a point of uncertainty. It's just like a time where you didn't have enough money, or a time where you didn't have enough food, or a time where your shoes were falling apart, or a time where you had to use up all your resources and you didn't think things were going to work out. Didn't God make a way for you? You know he did. So it's the same way with your goals. You will make a way for you. Just like you believe in God to make a way for you with what you need and sustenance and how he provides for us. You have to have that same faith in you that you will be able to provide for you because God gave you that gift. God gave you that talent. So you're not just even having faith in yourself. When you're not having faith in you, you're not having faith in God as well. So you got to have that faith in yourself and with the God in you, because it's God in you that you have the faith in when you keep applying pressure. And with that being said, you will eventually get your chance. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe for more motivational, uplifting, inspirational content like this. Shout out to the chosen vessels, salute to the galactic family, and salute to the Druuill Nation. I'll see everybody in the next video. This has been another inspirational video from me to you. I'll see everybody later. Peace out.